Hey y'all, we're gonna talk about something real quick. I'm gonna take a drink. I just woke up. God, I pray that you keep all of them safe and me safe. And if you show me these things to help, I hope that I am able to help in any way that I can and you keep me safe and any others like me safe. Keep my heart safe. I went to sleep and I had a really crazy dream. My head was just hurting so bad. So I slept a lot. And I went back to this place more than once because I woke up, I think twice. Yeah, like once or twice. I went back there. So maybe I was just meant to go there. Don't mind this. This is it. I was in this house. It was all the way to the left, all the way down the street. It was like a house that many people knew in the neighborhood but didn't really know. There was this family that stayed there. They had a bunch of kids. A bunch of kids. Like a bunch of kids. Like 10 kids or something like that. 10, 15 kids. Like a bunch of kids. So I don't know if it was an orphanage or something, or I just don't know. And there were small kids there, and there was big kids there. What the fuck? This is some crazy ass shit. And you know what? I bet some of this shit fucking happened because I'm like, that shit is way too specific. You walk right into the house, and on the left side, Harley, you walk in on the left side, there's a living room there. And if you go a little bit more, it's like a combined living room, like a double room or whatever. And then if you turn left, there's living room, and you go straight, that's combined living room, like one big one. So if there was like a couch right here, there's a couch all the way down at the wall at the end because it's technically a combined room. And then if you turn right, there's like a little kitchen right there. So people were like there, and I was just like, okay. When I go to these dreams and stuff, I must be picking up on somebody. It was some real fuck shit. I was a little kid. I was me, but I was a little kid. And I kept hiding. There was this really big lady there, like really big lady. And the thing about it is when I woke up the second time, it was like I was trying to explain the dream, and this guy was just like, be quiet. Be quiet. He's like, go do something then. So I thought I was already talking about it. Ain't that some shit? Okay, I'm awake. Mm. It was a really big lady, really big, heavy lady, and it was like a medium to a skinnier type man that was running in the household. It's always some big lady and some skinnier man, because women get fucking demented after a long fucking time. So this man was doing stuff to the children, and you would think that it was all him, right? But actually, he was being manipulated by the woman. So the woman was kind of controlling everything. She was super heavy. She just kept eating and did whatever she wanted and yelled and screamed and all that stuff. Yeah. I didn't really pick up on anything at first. I didn't think anything bad of it. The kids were like, hey, let's go they're having a get together at my house. they're having a get together at my house. Right? Don't think anything of it. They like did something. It was like two vans, like two white vans. That's already creepy as fuck as it is, right? We'll get into some shit. They had these two white vans where kids could get into them. Like, because you know, those big white vans, you can have a lot of kids in them. You could fit like 10, 12 people in those things, right? So I got in one, right? And they had like these two little things. It was like some makeshift thing that they did themselves that was attached to the top of the cars, right? And you close the doors, obviously, and it was like a little ride. And each one did its own thing. Like, it just didn't do anything crazy. It just went, and they were able to control it and do like a little ride. And you can obviously go on it as many times as you want because it was their thing at their house, right? But when I got off the ride and he came around to open the door to let us out, he's like, whoever wants to be out, you know, obviously some people will probably want to get out, right? It was like a new ride that they had did. He said, all right, y'all, give me a kiss and a hug. And I wasn't really trying to give him a kiss or a hug because I didn't really know him or anything, right? But when he, like, literally, no joke, like, grabbed, I'm gonna have to literally go get my thing. Let's go get that. Let's go get my stand. But he grabbed my shoulders like he was waiting for me or something. Harley, don't do that. I will put the comb back on your head. Don't do that. I swear, this kid. We're gonna talk about it because this shit was scary. It made me think about a lot of stuff. Like maybe that's just the other world or something. But he grabbed me, you know? He's like, you know, give me a hug. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll give him a hug then. And he really wanted to kiss. He really wanted to kiss. And so I was just like, I'll just give him a kiss on the cheek or something, right? He kissed me on the lips. He kissed me on the lips twice. I was like, why did he kiss me on the lips? Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag, right? And I just kind of went on about my day. I ran into the house. It was like in this open garage type looking thing. Ran into the house. They had food in the kitchen, right? They had like two different sections of this house. It was like some weird shit. And when you went to the door on the left hand side after doing all that, right, there was another kitchen, right? And it's like they had two sides of the house or something like that. And in this kitchen, right, they had all this food. You can eat whatever you want, right? But it wasn't actually like food. It was just like pre-wrapped old food, like just food that you just had leftovers inside your refrigerator. And some of the stuff didn't even look good. And they were like, "Oh, are you getting yourself some food? Yeah, are you getting yourself some food? Make sure you get some food." And I had like three little tiny things on my plate because I was like, this stuff doesn't look good. It just didn't look good. It was like this whole buffet of stuff. But if you really looked at it, the food was not good. It wasn't good. It was almost like poison or something like that, or just moldy food. Red flag, red flag, red flag. And so the kids were off doing whatever. And then this lady started screaming, right? And we were everybody went upstairs, right? Everybody went upstairs, right? And there was this room when you went up the stairs, right? Right in front of you, but right off to the left, there was like a little room in there, and there was this little kid in there, and it was like everybody was like hiding. So I was like, oh fuck, okay, so I hid, right? What the fuck? What the fuck? It was some real fuck shit. I think there are people out there kidnapping kids, like for real, for real. I think they're kidnapping kids. And then the other kids that they try and find to kidnap, they just pretend like it's nothing. They have them controlled somehow. People control people. Probably kids that don't have mom and dads or something. I don't know. Because I saw if you can see and hear shit inside your dream and it does not sound good, and you're not even in the same room and you know that there's somebody in there that's a young person, I was hidden in like a cabinet. It was like they were trying to convince me to stay there with them. No, that's not right. That's not right. You can't treat a kid like that. You can't treat a person like that. You just can't. This shit is scary, bro. That shit was scary. Ouch. I need to go put some. I'll put some cocoa butter on it. I actually want to put some other stuff on it too. It looks worse. Like I got reburnt, and then I got this thing too. I must have been going through some shit. I was like fighting this guy. Like what the fuck? And then like right because I was beating up this lady, right? Because I was just like, why would you do this to your kids? Why would you do these to these kids? Like all of them, first of all, they were not dressed very well, but it was like they were dressed well enough, but not well enough, and they were fed enough, but not well enough. And when you start just zooming in, right, just a little bit, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Are my eyes broken? Right? It was like some weird shit was fucking happening. And I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? Right? So these kids weren't being fed, they weren't being bathed, they weren't properly clothed, and they were doing inappropriate stuff with them. And nobody believed them. They just kept, it was like they were using these kids to obtain more kids. Questions, right? I got a lot of questions, right? What the fuck is going on here? Why the fuck is this happening? It's because I'm like, you have to think I'm me inside this dream, and I'm just like, and I'm with these kids. So I'm just like, what the fuck is what the fuck, right? So here comes me, guns blazing, right? Bam, I'm gonna do this. Bam, I'm gonna do this, right? And it's like these kids are just sitting there, like they're not able to move. There was like one other kid that was able to do something like me, and he was young, like young. So maybe he wasn't able to be. One was like, he had to be like, I don't know, 4 or something, where you could just pick him up. He had like blonde brown hair, like uh not super long, but it was like straighter hair. And he ran. It was like, just run. And he was like, it was like you were trying to wave to the neighbor, and the neighbor was like, oh hey, but he had something on his face. I'm like, rip that shit off your face, right? And then like these people pulled up into the driveway, and it was like the families, like the big lady and the guy's like family or something like that. And I was just run to this house. It was like right around the street, right across the street. Help. Please help us. There's kids in there starving. There's people, adults doing stuff like not what they're supposed to be doing. Like it was scary. And then these ladies, right, started running out of the car, right? And they're like, oh, get back in the house. Oh, do this. Oh, that's my niece. Oh, that's my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's my family. Trying to cover up. No, 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 they are not. No, they are not. No, they are not. No, you are not my mom. You are not my dad. No, 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 no. And it was like this guy was just sitting there and he's just like, I don't even know who to believe. You don't know who to fucking believe. You got a fucking kid saying some shit like that to you. Please call 911. Please call 911. At this point, I'm just like, this, run down to the next street, then tell him to talk to them and see what's going on. And you just run. Just fucking run. Run to the next people. Run, 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 run. Run away. Just run. Run away. I'm gonna get them. I don't know. And then when I went in there, I went back into the house. I went back into the house. Why the fuck would I go back in the house? And like half the kids were gone. And then the room was changed up a little bit. And this lady, like, I was just beating her. Like, I was just fucking beating her. Like, right before he went outside, right? Remember how the two living rooms were kind of connected? It was like that. And I was hitting her because I was hitting her like with a chair or something like that. Like one of those, like, metal folding chairs. And I just kept hitting her in the head. I just kept hitting her as much as I possibly could, and she became unconscious. And I think that's when some of the kids like became back awake or something like that, and they started to do stuff and move around. I was like, we're getting the fuck out of here, y'all. And then the guy came around and he like pulled a gun out of his pocket, but like the gun wasn't a gun. It was one of those like needle guns, like the ones that they like shoot into somebody and they have like poison on the inside. And literally, obviously, because I probably just was a hero in this fucking thing, or I was the only thing that could move. It was like they were moving not as fast. It was some weird shit. So obviously, right, steal that fucking gun, right, and shoot him. But when I shot him, it wasn't a bullet. It was one of those little needle things. And you had to like do it every single time. And it was hard. And it was like I was trying to do it. And I was like, how the fuck are you supposed to kill somebody with a needle? And then obviously I'm just trying to shoot this guy, right? And he's like trying to help. So I'm like, it's some weird shit. I don't know what the fuck this guy is doing. He's probably fucking broken too. Some weird shit, right? And then this lady starts fucking waking the fuck back up, right? I'm like, how the fuck is she waking up, right? So I fucking shoot her and she shoots it in her cheek. And I just keep trying to shoot her. I just keep trying to shoot her. I just keep trying to shoot her, right? I just keep trying because I'm like this. What else do you have to do? What else can you do, right? I just kept hurting her. Just kept hurting her. She was very angry. She was very angry. And I went inside this kitchen and there was like no food in the kitchen. I was like, how is there no food in this kitchen? I was like, why do these kids have no food? Right? Because you try and talk to this lady, right? I was like, don't they get food stamps? Yeah. What are you doing with them? Do you think people are on the planet and they just say they have all of these kids and they get all of these food stamps, and in reality they probably just kidnap the kids or some dumb shit and they're not even using them for the fucking kids? It was some weird shit because I was like, why the fuck are you not feeding these fucking kids? Like, where is this? I was angry. I was very angry because I was just like, how could you do that? How could you do something like that to somebody? Then it was like the little boy had been back in the yard and the door was open. So I was just like, I went and actually grabbed the boy, right? And I lifted him up and I put him inside the living room, right? And put him back down on the couch. And I was like, are you guys hungry at all? I was like, the police are gonna come. They're gonna come. They're gonna come. And she goes over there, right? And they were like, yeah, we're hungry. And she goes over there and she gives one of the kids a glue stick. So, yes, I fucking hit her in the face again. A fucking glue stick, bitch. Are you stupid? What's in this thing? What can I cook for them? I'm trying to figure out something I can make for them. Are you serious? What the fuck is wrong with people? What the fuck is wrong with people? I'm literally telling you, half the time I want to fucking cry. I don't even believe that this shit is even fucking happening, and it fucking is. This shit is so crazy on the fucking planet. All I wanted to do in my life was just heal myself and just be loved. Like, I just wanted to be loved, period. Like, good love. Pure heart love. Not hurt my feelings, not starve me love. That's not love. These places that I go to, that was a pretty crazy place. Is this the other world? Hidden in plain sight. It was like they weren't able to go nowhere. How are you controlling these kids? It's just like, you're the one. I was like, yeah, I'm the fucking one. Get these fucking kids out of here. It was like, I don't think you can trust all your family. You never know what those types of people are. Ain't that some shit? Watch your kids. Like, I just want to fucking cry. I just want to fucking scream. Like, what the fuck? On this planet right now, there's really some fuck shit going on. And I don't care who you are. It was just like, she was just like, you're the first one. You're the one, or whatever. And I was just like, so you're telling me no other person has come in this house and fucking picked up on some signs and was like, what the fuck? And they literally did something about it. If you see something and you don't say something, you're just as bad as the person that didn't do nothing. And I was just like, how many cycles do we cycle out with our lives and stuff like that? A life that you had similar to this life that you grew up now, right? With all of the kids that are hurting and stuff like that, right? Did I have a similar life to this beforehand? Do they just restart it? Do they just make us forget? I actually have no actual idea. I actually am just a lady on the planet. But what is this nonsense? Everything is a test. Everything is a test. Everything is a test. A test of what? Faith, courage, common sense. And it's like no matter how much I shot that thing with those things, like there was like a little button on the side that made it automatic. I just kept shooting her. I just kept shooting her, especially in the face. It was like it did nothing. Is that what happens when you feel nothing? You become nothing? Just a demon? I have no idea. It made me think of, what is that even? A changeling? Where are the other kids? Why are they not feeding them? How does that work? Why are they not in their bodies? Why are their bodies? What is this? I pray for your healing. I pray for the change. I hope that everything is okay. In Jesus' name. There is no excuse. There's no excuse. There is nothing I could possibly think of on the entire planet that would give you enough excuse. This shit is rigged. What is the planet then? I woke up in the middle of the night and I just prayed in my bed. Lord, keep me safe. Lord, keep them safe. And every door that is locked, may it be opened, that they can just run out. And if it is literally nothing you can do about keeping it unlocked, I hope that the locks are so rusted and bolted that if you just hit them with something, they would just break. I pray that God kisses every one of the babies on their forehead and protects them. I want them all to get out. I want them all to be free. I don't think these things in the other world know how to take care of human children. fucking glue stick, bitch. Knock that out of their hand. You're gonna give them a glue stick to eat? I wonder why these kids are so sick. What are you feeding your kids? And I'm like, that shit's not real. I was like, it is. What do you make your children every day? That guy is so good. He's so good at what he does, but no one is awake and listens. I had to go reevaluate my life because I was like, maybe there's just something wrong with you. I was like, they'll be stuck forever. Because people won't open up their eyes and see. I just hear that. I pray for your healing. I pray for your strength. I hope that everything will be okay in Jesus' name. Get out. Just get out. Imagine telling a bunch of kids to just leave. You're there to help. Just to go away. Tell them to get out. And they just sit there. And they just watch you. Why won't you move? Move! 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 What is wrong? Why can't you move? Is it like in Coraline, we let them sew buttons onto us? Help, my breath is unthawing you. Like, why are they not going? This is not a good time. This is not a good time. I don't even know the words to that. Change the fates design. Save what has been lost. Bring back what once was mine. What once was mine. Let them be free. Healing. Healing. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. Open your mind. Open your heart. Open your mouth. Go and love yourself right now. Right now. Lise, how do I love myself? You stand right in front of yourself and you tell yourself you love yourself. You do it. You do it. And don't lie to yourself. Because if you can lie to you, you can lie to anybody. And that's pretty scary. You say something about yourself that is good until you can say you can love yourself. And for every person that out there is abusing a child and not feeding them properly because of your own ignorance, there is something here that says release karma and release healing. For all of the children that do not know that they are children and they just did not know, and all the ones that have been harmed, healing. For all the ones that did know and do it anyway, and you knew exactly what you were doing, karma. tenfold. Tenfold. Nothing more, nothing less. For the babies out there, we are coming. I love you, honey. I love you.